Meditation for Monsters. Relax at your own peril. Hey monsters, Faye Tyler here, writer and creator of Meditation for Monsters. This podcast is free for you to stream, but it is not free to make. Please consider supporting me on Patreon or sharing the podcast with any monsters you might know. Episode 7. Meditation for a Library Ghost. When you were a young little human, a relative told you that there were more books in the world than you could read in many lifetimes. This thought had never occurred to you, and as the tragedy and injustice of it struck, you cried. Books, knowledge, stories, they meant the world to you. And when you passed, you did not see the light that so many authors wrote about. Instead, you saw your childhood library beckoning to you, and you went in the hopes of checking out one last book. One last story became another, and then another. Infinite stories spun out before you like spools of thread in a tapestry larger than what you ever knew could exist. Now, you drift through the library, an intangible presence. You float through a reading circle of children scattered like flowers. If flowers hiccuped and wiggled and generally behaved in unflowery ways. A smile goes to your lips. Story hour is one of your favorite times, since the sheer, unadulterated enthusiasm on children's faces is almost as entertaining as the books themselves. You, of course, would know. Here in your library, you can read all the books you could ever want. You take a moment to appreciate this beautiful eternity crafted from knowledge and stories. This is your chosen home, where you feel safe and happy. One time you went and visited a historic, venerable library. However, you soon learned that many ghosts frequented famous libraries. Had you wanted to do this much talking, you would have been a very different person while alive. And so you floated back to the comfort and familiarity of your childhood library, with a modest reading corner, a dusty nonfiction area, and a much frequented sci-fi and fantasy section. Frequented, that is, by you. And others of similar, quiet, and peaceful spirit, even if they are, after all, still alive. You run an intangible hand through the spines of the books. You can almost feel the plastic cover protectors bend under your finger. The unlimited possibilities stretch out in front of you, and excitement propels you to float a bit higher. You no longer remember aches and stresses, details and nuances of mundane life as you once did before. You understand now how to live and enjoy yourself in the moment, focusing on the here and now, the lightness that you can just exist in peaceful bliss, while knowing that the future will surprise you. And knowing that is exciting too. With a smile, you dive inside your next book, ready for your next adventure.
you.